press this little recording button. Since I am located in the European Union, I should say that conversation is now being recorded, and I'm asking permission for you if it's okay to record your voice, your likeliness, and then reproduce that into a video in the form of a YouTube video.
You have my full consent. I,
Yippee.
William Van Herk, accept.
Yippee. Okay, first and foremost, thank you for taking the time for being here. Maybe first introduce yourself to people who don't know who you are, and what you do. Sorry.
Sure thing. So, hey everyone, my name is William, and I'm the developer behind Forecursed, a horror game of tag that can be played with up to 12 players, where you can play as monsters and mess up your friends.
Awesome, and that's kind of like the short description of it, right? It's just tag.
Oh yeah, it's the most simple concept of tag, put in a horror setting with monsters and wacky items.
They are truly wacky, those items. Maybe a good question then is like tag is a concept everybody knows. It's been invented on and reinvented on timeless times again. What inspired you to make this version of creepy tag?
Well, I always enjoy games like, Lethal Company, Among Us. I played a lot of Content Warning and all of that. And I always love the way that those games play out. It's creepy. There's some like hilarious moments when you step on a landmine. It's an instant YouTube clip and all of that. But what I really like about Tag is that it's so simple. We all played it when we were kids. Even I did a lot with my cousins. We started a game called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we used to call it. And what we would do is imagine that the person with the tag had a chainsaw in his hand, and he would like slice everyone up. But since we were kids, we couldn't use the chainsaw, so we used the pool noodle. Fun fact for you, that's where it comes from.
As a massive horror, well, not horror, but slasher fan, I can really appreciate that one.
Yeah, when we were kids, we watched that movie when we weren't supposed to, at the age that we weren't supposed to see it. So I got a lot of influence from those horror slasher movies.
Can I maybe ask how old you are?
Oh yeah, well, you could ask me for dinner first, but I don't mind. I'm 29.
You would be way too young to watch that movie.
Don't tell my parents.
I will not send this clip to them. We discussed about this a little bit in the preamble before, but are you the only developer on this project, or are there others helping you out?
Yeah, so right now the only one that has access to what's underneath the engine is me. I'm the only guy working on it, but there's also someone helping me with audio design. His name is Jesse Diaz, and he's helped me out with a ton of stuff related to sound. So he made the noises, the theme song,
Yeah.
and then I take them and put them in a game.
Awesome. Can I maybe ask what engine this is made on?
Oh, it's on Unreal.
Unreal, okay.
Unreal 5. It's got ray tracing.
It's got ray tracing. Well, you don't need it for whatever. Maybe then a good question to ask is you're not the only one working on it. You have someone on design, but is this your first project like this, or have you made other games that didn't go this far?
Yeah, this is my first actual solo project. I've made a couple of prototypes in the past that haven't gone really far. I dabbled a lot in virtual reality, and I even had a job at a company called Arcadia where we used to do sports VR titles that could be played in real gymnasiums.
Yeah.
Like you would run around and there's walls coming at you and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's my first time making an actual PC game that everyone can enjoy.
And how long have you been working on it?
I'd say I'm about a year in development.
Wow. That's not that long. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Well, when you're the only one working on it, there's a lot of stuff to take into account.
I mean, it's just not to bad talking because it's a great game. Like I love it, but it's tag, and I imagine there's only so much you need to do in order for tag to work, right?
You're
not to
right.
say there's not a lot going on under the hood, but like, you know,
Oh, you're definitely right about that. The game's concept was fairly simple to implement, but the trickiest part is actually the ghouls, I would say,
okay,
and making maps look the way they do.
yeah,
Because right now, like working on level art is pretty time consuming for me because I'm the only one working on assets and everything. So, and my maps aren't procedurally generated like most
yeah,
horror games out there. They're handcrafted with love and passion. Um, Same thing with the ghouls, actually. Like ghouls are whole new playable characters that people have to learn, and they have to understand the controls behind them. And it's been super tricky for me to get that right, so that most players could understand how to play the game.
yeah,
Still, a lot of questions are being asked about that. By the way, there's a lot of people that don't really understand how to do things, but I'm
yeah, yeah,
working on it to make it as accessible. There's a lot of marketing involved in there too. Like I'm making a lot of shorts, making a lot of good content out there that uh, is getting some traction now,
yeah.
and it does help. But it's. I think I'd say I spent like 6 months on the game and 4 months, or maybe a bit more, in marketing, and then just 2 months bug fixing, polishing everything, and quick timeline if you
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's where I saw the game first as well, you know. Like I think it was a short with like 300 views, I believe, and then I was like, this is interesting." And then you mentioned ghouls. Maybe we'll talk about like what's the inspiration between creatures and the curses and stuff, because we already have the pool noodle, that's like the chainsaw. What's one of the more noteworthy? I think the curse is one of the more noteworthy ones. What's the inspiration behind that?
Well, the curse. I just wanted some way to give the players special abilities when they are cursed, when they have the tag.
Yeah.
So when you're it wouldn't be fair to just run at the same speed and do the same thing as everyone else. So I wanted to give like a reason for the whole thing, and that's where the curse came to be. I just thought it'd be pretty cool to have supernatural powers and being able to leap in the air. The leap is kind of an inspiration from Left 4 Dead. It plays
Okay.
very similar to the Hunter in that game if you played that.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, I have.
and the ghouls, well, I kept me and my cousins, we loved horror movies and stuff, so we kept telling ourselves horror stories and imagining monsters and stuff underneath our bed. So that's pretty much the idea. Oh, also there's one mod in Lethal Company that lets you play as monsters when you die. I really like that, and I thought it was pretty neat. But for me, the implementation didn't really work out too well. So I wanted to have something more polished and more fun to
Yeah.
use.
Because you mentioned Lethal Company twice now. Is that like a big inspiration for you?
Oh yeah, I love that game. I spent a lot of time just playing with mods and having fun with my friends. Uh, by the way, great recommendation for a mod that's gonna make you waste a lot of time is the casino one.
Oh no.
We spent so much time just wasting money away. But
Wha- Do you know that
no
meme?
no no casinos in my game so far. No gambling.
Do you know that meme? Like the "Let's go gambling." Damn it. Damn. Do you know that meme? No, probably not. Shit.
No, I
I'll
haven't
I'll
heard that one.
I'll see if I
I'll have to
have it.
look it
I'll see if I have it. Wait. This is the most professional thing ever. Let's go gambling. Ah, dang it. It's, it's this one. Was all over Twitter.
up. All right, right. Yeah. That's us. And we would lose all our money and then go back to the ship and just die.
Basically, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I can't fault you for that. Um, maybe the next question then, right? This art style to me, like you mentioned, Lethal Company being an inspiration. That harpers back to PS2, PS1 era graphics. This one also
Mhm.
does that. Is that a deliberate choice, or is it? Which one is it? Is it trying to like do the style of Lethal Company, or is it trying to do the style of PS1, PS2 type era games?
Well, I really love the style of these specific games, like the
Mhm.
PS1 era stuff, but I mostly did it for myself because those assets are fairly easy to produce for one person.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, if I want to have good looking maps, good looking environments that are easy to produce and easy to scale up, I have to make it easy on myself too. So that's why I went with the simpler art style. The pixelated graphics for me are just simpler to make.
Hmm.
And as an added bonus, I think they look super cool. I really love that art style, so it works out.
Yeah. Fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah. Um. Well, you got onto Steam recently, right?
Indeed, in
Let's
early
let's
access.
let's talk about that. How was that? How was the process on of getting your game onto the masses of Steam?
Well, let me tell you, it was pretty stressful. Um, first of all, I wasn't expecting to sell any copies at all. In my mind, this game is just something that I made for fun. I'm hoping it's a success. I'm hoping that people like it. But to be honest, just the fact that I got there, that I managed to release something, is already a huge success for me. And pressing that button, it was like very stressful because of course I want people to like it and enjoy it, and I don't want everyone to say like this is trash. Just do something else with your life. I don't know.
Let me
but
actually grab the Kia. Sorry, go on.
but yeah, I was just about to say that facing criticism is scary, but I welcome it with open arms. Like I really want people to tell me what they think about the game and how can I make it better. I'm always open to feedback and hoping that people are going to share their experience, no matter if it's good or bad.
I mean, right now it's all good.
It is. So I'm pretty happy about that. I've got, I think, 15 reviews
Yeah.
at the time of recording, and all good. So I'm really excited for that. I'm surprised as well that people like it as much.
Uh, this is probably gonna go off the record, but I'm also gonna probably streaming this game tomorrow. So, uh, you'll likely see an uptick of like 4 copies all of a sudden getting bought. That's me. You're welcome.
Oh, that's great. I'm refreshing my Steam page every 2 hours just to make sure. Oh, did I make any more sales? Did
Yeah, I
everyone
get it.
did everyone just refund their copies?
I get that totally. The only thing I can say is, and this is another reference I don't know if you're gonna get. Have you ever played Black Ops 1?
Oh, I'm a huge fan of the Black Ops
Do
franchise.
you
The
do you know?
zombies especially.
Yeah, I get it. Do you know the scene where he goes, "The numbers, Mason. What do they
What do
mean?"
they mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what happens when you have a project that goes really, really well. When my first video got like traction, I went exactly that. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Like I was
Yeah.
constantly refreshing that. I can imagine. It's like a mixture of excitement and hopefulness, I suppose.
Oh, for me it's more like confused happiness. I see those numbers pop up and I'm like, this is great. I want to understand why this is happening, and I don't know why. I don't know how I can verify this. It just happens sometimes. That's marketing, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you market mostly on social media complaints. Like I saw you on Shorts. I know you've on TikTok because I saw the creators making videos on this game with the TikTok thing, right?
Yeah.
Um, how did that work? Like, do you see actually like a lot of traction from that, and do you see copies coming from that? Like, is there any data to support that?
It's kind of hard to track which copies came from where.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm getting sales, it's not gonna tell me like, hey, you got this from this streamer. By the way, I don't have a referral code to give out or anything. But
Yeah,
um, what I can say is that approaching influencers has been kind of tricky.
yeah.
Most of them don't. Most of the big ones don't reply,
No.
and when they do, they ask you a crazy number that you can't even pay up. At least not for an indie like me. I understand how it works in the AAA world. You got big budgets and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, it worked really well with smaller creators that have a very dedicated fan base. So I'm really thankful for that. Um, do you mind if I plug some names here and
No,
there?
go ahead.
Okay, so there's a really cool streamer on Kick called Lazy Panda, which
Yeah.
I've supported since the day she started basically playing my game, and I really thought that was just cool seeing my game on stream for the first time. That's something
Yeah.
that brought up some feelings. But um, other than that, there's a service called the Keymailer, which lets you uh, just send keys to influencers and press and media and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for any indies out there that want to approach influencers, I guess the easiest way to do so would be to use a service like that. There's Keymailer, but there's also some other names that I forgot. Um, yeah, it's a tough journey, lots of rejections, but when people do play it, I see them have a lot of fun, and it boosts my productivity by at least 10 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's like a
Like seeing people enjoy the game makes me happy to a point where I can work better on the game.
I totally understand that. Like it's a passion project. You while you work on
Yep,
a project, you're always like, okay, I like this, but I want other people to like it, right? And then
yep.
it goes out, and then you see people actually enjoying it. I imagine that's a lot of good vibes.
Oh yeah. That's pretty much the reason I do everything. It's just I want to see people enjoy it, and I want to see where I can get with that.
I mean, that's good mindset to have, right? To make sure your fans have everything that they need.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm always open to feedback. That's the number one thing in my heart is having everyone tell me like, "Hey, do this or change that, and it's gonna make the game 10 times funnier." And I'm always willing to try those. So yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that approach, but in game development, there's always a journey to follow, right? And you're gonna have roadblocks. You worked on this for a year, you said. Uh,
Yep.
what were some of the roadblocks you had to overcome, or learning moments that you were like, okay, I need to stop what I'm doing right now and really learn what I'm doing before I go on?
Um, it's a tricky one because game development overall, I think, is um, it's always a learning, continuous journey of learning.
Yeah,
You always try to do something. Uh, you always try to challenge yourself to do something cooler than what you did before. You always try to one up yourself. At least that's what I want.
yeah,
So every time I want to do something in the game, it's most likely something I don't know how to do already. For instance, I had no idea how to put a game on Steam at all. It's a whole process.
yeah.
So that was a learning experience for me. Multiplayer overall, it's a huge thing with uh, many breaking points. So if you don't have a proper physics system for your multiplayer game, if you don't have a proper voice system for the voice chat and stuff like that, it breaks the whole experience. And those were, uh, well, there's still stuff that I'm learning today. Like if you go in the game right now, there might be a bug where your voice chat uh, doesn't work properly, and I'm still learning how to fix that. There are constant challenges and roadblocks in this thing, and I'm constantly trying to learn and get better at it.
I mean, yeah. That sounds understandable. Bugs happen. You can try to prevent them, but they will always happen, right?
Exactly.
Maybe for the opposite then. What's like your proudest achievement of this project so far?
Well, the proudest achievement I'd say is getting a fairly stable game on Steam. Just that. It sounds dumb. I don't have one specific thing in the game that I'm most proud of. I'm just proud of the overall thing in general.
Yeah,
The fact that I made it and that it's on Steam, that people could play it, that's my proudest career moment overall, I'd say.
I can understand that. It's like the big release, you know. Uh,
Mm,
well, you got to this point. It's been a journey, I imagine, of like a year. I still can't get over that fact. But like it's been quite a project, I imagine. There might be others like you who like want to make a simple uh concept like tag into a really cool and oftentimes heart stopping game like Forecursed. What are some of the hints and tips you can give to those people?
Well, um, I hear a lot of people giving up early on in their project. They start something, they have a vision for it, and then they stop because something doesn't work or it doesn't play out as they thought it would, or maybe they just lack a bit of encouragement, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but all I can say is if you're really passionate about something, I think you should at least try to put a little effort in it every day. Be
Yeah,
consistent with your work. That's what I did. I had hard moments where I just didn't want to work on the game. I had other stuff. Life happens sometimes, and you
yeah.
get hardships even there. But I would say keep pushing through it. Uh, no matter what, just keep going. Don't stop, because the moment you stop is the moment that you let go, and things are slowing down, and then you drop the project, you lose your vision, and it, it's not fun. So just keep going. It'll get somewhere.
Like Dory used to say, right? Just keep swimming.
Yeah, I guess so. I never watched that show.
No, no, it's not Dora, Dory, like from Nemo.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bluefish. Yeah, I didn't watch
yeah.
that either.
What, dude? What the fuck? Okay, one, I should stop with the references, and two, dude, to watch Nemo. Come on, man. Uh, I think that's all my questions. If you have anything else to say before I finish up the video right now, then speak.
All right, so Forecurse is out now in early access. Know that this is a work of passion. I'm working on this full time, and I want to keep adding on to it. Right now, I'm already working on a new update that's going to contain one new map, 4 new items, one new ghoul, and we'll see from there. I'm going to keep at it. So thank you guys so much for playing.
Awesome.